Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of U.S. History Made Plain. I'm a high school history teacher trying to make history as fun and interesting for my students as possible. Let's talk about the election of 1860. So you got Douglas, who was representing the Northern Democrats. You have John C. Breckinridge, who was representing the Southern Democrats. You also have Lincoln, who is representing most Republicans, and you have John Bell, who was representing the Constitutional Union Party, right? So Douglas has wanted to be president for a while. And so he is going around the entire country. He is campaigning. He is talking to everybody, still trying to talk about popular sovereignty, trying to keep the country together, but, compromise and come up with a plan that would make everyone happy. But everyone saw him in the Lincoln Douglas debates. And so people didn't, some people weren't rocking with Douglas like that. So Douglas was, killing himself literally to try and go around the entire country to get everyone on his side. Lincoln stayed home. He was in Springfield, Illinois. He didn't leave. He didn't go anywhere. He didn't campaign anywhere because Lincoln was like, I got this. Like, it's in the bag. We already know this. Why am I about to run myself ragged trying to get Democrats to vote for me? They're not going to vote for me. As long as I get all the Republicans, we good. So he stayed in Springfield, Illinois, and he met with some of the Republican leaders, and he gave a few press conferences, but he didn't campaign or go anywhere outside of Springfield. As expected, Lincoln won every free northern state that there was, which gave him 59% of all the electoral votes, getting exactly 0 electoral votes from the South. So nobody in the South voted for him, and he still became president. However, he only got 39.8% of the popular vote. John C. Breckinridge got more of the popular votes than Lincoln did, but he didn't get enough electoral votes. And poor Douglas, he got some popular votes, but he only got 12 electoral votes, so it really didn't do anything for him. And John Bell got some too. So with Lincoln having 59% of the electoral vote, he was able to take over the White House as the minority president because most of the White House was still Democratic at this time. It was going to change soon, but at this moment, it was still mostly Democratic, but now we had a Republican president. Poor Stephen Douglas. He didn't make it to the White House. He lost the election, horribly. So after Lincoln was elected, we know that the South did decide to secede, which we'll talk about in another episode. But after the Civil War started, Douglas fell ill with typhoid fever and died. And so one thing that was, I guess, kind of good. The Union Army actually sent out an article whenever Douglas died that said, we lost a statesman and a hero today. And he discarded his own party, which he basically just threw the Democratic Party away for his country because he was really trying to keep the country together. So they did kind of hail him as this great statesman, this great, citizen, this great American, even though he never made it to the White House, which was definitely his goal.